Good day, everyone. I am Vina Piladao from Section E2. In this video, I will answer the first question, am I an ethical person? Yes, I consider myself as an ethical person. I live my life every day conforming to the ethical norms of the society where I'm in, believing it's the appropriate thing to do and for the benefit of all. Even in simple circumstances, I always outweigh the possible outcomes of my decisions and actions before doing so, ensuring no one will have to bear its consequences if ever something go wrong. How I'm raised by my parents at home owes a huge factor with how my ethical personality has been molded. As they say, everything begins at home. What I learn at home will be etched within me wherever I may go. During my formative years, I was disciplined to be an ethical child. My parents persistently enlightened me the significance of honesty, responsibility, and fairness with regards to dealing practical situations in life. As I grow older and now become a young adult, what they have taught me are now engraved in my heart and mind, which I always take into consideration as I encounter various circumstances each day. One relevant situation is at school. Consistently, I try my best to embody academic integrity and honesty despite the difficulty and struggles I encounter for some of my complex courses. When doing my academic tasks, I make sure that my outputs are original and solely based on my own ideas, not plagiarized or copy-pasted from any other sources. Same way whenever I take my quizzes and exams. I manageably allot time to review and study my lesson beforehand, refusing the already available answers shared by some of my close classmates. When I receive unwanted grades and come to the verge of disappointment, I just console myself that what's important is I learned something and gave the best I could, telling myself to still study harder next time. I don't let such disappointment pull down the ethical principle I'm holding. On the other hand, whenever I make an ace, the joy and fulfillment in my system hits different and genuine, knowing it's purely because of my own effort and not through the aid of anyone. Furthermore, I am that person who's willing to take full responsibility for my actions, whether it's in my advantage or not. I encountered times when I just want to run away from it, specifically when the consequence is too heavy and disgusting to bear. But at the end of the day, my conscience still got the power over my head. I come to realize how I would want those potentially affected by my actions to act if the shoe was on the other foot. It encourages me to act consistently and never violate the rights of others. Since I'm not a saint but a flawed human being, it has been my nature to commit wrongful acts. But what's important is what I do after committing those wrong actions. Being ethical also means being accountable for it. I learned to admit my mistakes, sincerely ask for an apology, and work out on what I can do to correct it, as well as carefully avoid such to happen again in as much as possible. Lastly, I treat everything with fairness, even simply when interacting with the people around me. I pay the same kindness and respect to those who I perceive deserves the treatment. I don't mind if they have contrasting statuses in life. I am humane to everyone who also treats humanity the same. I'm civil at all times also, I don't just berate others because they don't share my point of view. I learned how to disagree with others without being disagreeable. As an imperfect person, there may be times I violated the ethical rules, but that violations certainly does not make me unethical at all.